Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashis Command TV, the tourist man back Africa. The leadership of UDA is up in arms. They want Ababu Namwamba to go. They want the president to sack Ababu Namwamba. They are saying that he's incompetent. They are saying the man is not delivering. None other than the majority leader, who is Kimani Ichung'wah, and also Samson Cherargei and Gladys Bus-Sherry, all of them and others are accusing and want now Ababu Namwamba replaced. The fact of the matter is that although they are not saying the kind of person they want to replace Ababu Namwamba, they want a former athlete, a champion, to replace Ababu Namwamba, because they are saying that he is incompetent. They are saying that he is not delivering anything. And in this video, I want us to give a general view of William Samoei Ruto's cabinet, kwa sababu unapotazama vizuri sana utaona ni watu ambao wana walakini hapa na pale, and there is a lot to be desired. There is one area that me and William Samoei Ruto agree, that he has an incompetent cabinet. Remember when they were signing the performance contract, he lamented that he knows more than most of the cabinet secretaries. And he was saying that the moment he knows more than the cabinet secretaries, then such cabinet secretaries have no role. They have nothing to advise him. And that one shows that they are incompetent. And when you look at again, for instance, you look at the health CS. The health CS was busy sending, I think, about 100 nurses to the United Kingdom. And when I saw this happening, when she was flagging off the about 100,000 nurses, about 100, sorry for that, not 100,000, 100 nurses to the United Kingdom, I remembered that our patients are dying in hospitals. I remembered that most of our hospitals do not have enough medics. They don't have enough hospitals. We don't have even enough workers. Yet we are very busy sending our own to a developed country to go and give services to another country, while our own are crying, while our own are suffering, while our own we have nowhere to go, where we are burying them because of lack of the right medication and the right services. This is another area of irony and incompetence of our health sector. When you look at our security areas, when you look at the defense secretary, the man is just politicking. The man is very busy politicking as Al-Shabaabs are going down with their own soldiers. Si mara moja, si mara mbili, ambapo tumeona tukipoteza wanajeshi wetu wazuri, wanajeshi wetu ambao wenye sifa kochokocho, na it is because sometimes a lack of strategy. Because when you look at the defense, yes, most of the time he is busy politicking. Most of the time anauza sera za William Samoei Ruto instead of serving our good country. I look at the CS education. The CS education is very, very incompetent. When you look at what is happening in our country, especially when you look at the university education, jambo moja ambalo linajitokeza ni kwamba kunayo maswala ambayo haijapata majibu. No wonder you see as parents wait to take their children to university next week, because they are joining in September. Utapata kwamba wengi hata wajui ni lipi ambalo linafaa kufanywa. Wengi hawajui vile ambavyo they are supposed even to apply for those bursaries, for those government sponsorship. Na wengi ukiangalia utaona kwamba kuna kundi kubwa sana la wanafunzi ambao hawana hata vitambulisho, kumaanisha kwamba kwa sababu hawana vitambulisho they cannot apply for loans from the Higher Education Loans Board. How is the government going to help these kind of people? Again, when you look at the private sector, there is fear that wengi from those who are going to join the private universities, most of them may not get the funding because of the kind of method that is being used by the ministry. After the Presidential Working Party proposed a number of things that changed our education funding. Again, when you look at the agriculture, our Minister of Agriculture again is clueless. Wanazungumzia tu suala moja, suala la pembejeo, suala la kupatia watu the fertilizers, the subsidies, as if that is the only thing as far as factors of productions are concerned, as far as the inputs are concerned. They are not talking about the issue of controlling pests, the pesticides, because I believe even our farmers requires the pesticides, the herbicides, and even the way they are going to preserve their grains. He's not talking about it. When you look at the miraa farmers, they are crying. When you look at the coffee farmer, he's crying. When you look at the tea farmer, he's crying. When you look at macadamia farmer, he's crying, because we don't have a competent CS for agriculture. Again, when you look at the CS for interior, you realize that the man is overworked. You look at him, he is overworked. This is one area where I believe that he requires a lot of assistance. He requires a lot of help, kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba ni mtu ambaye amechoka sana. Look at the issue of Shakahola, the issue of Shakahola massacre. Hata karibu watu walisahau, na we have not seen the final results. Ni watu wagapi sasa ambao wamefukuliwa kule kwenye msitu? Ni watu wagapi ambao walipona pale? What was happening? What has been happening? What have we done to mitigate the future happening? When you look at the this ICT CS, you realize that ICT, kwa sababu pale ambapo tupo, wakati ambapo tunazungumzia maswala the information and technology, the era of information and technology, teknohama, teknolojia ya habari na mawasiliano, utapata kwamba hii enzi ya teknohama likuwa somebody who is very competent. I think somebody like Jomo Shero would have done a better job. And again, there are so many things to do to ensure that we are moving in the right direction. But in a nutshell, again, when you look at CS Trade, Minister of Trade and Investment, yeye pia ni siasa, matusi na mambo mengine, badala ya kuensure we have what you call the guaranteed minimum returns to our farmers. Hakuna kitu ambacho kinaendelea pale, na vile vile tukiangalia utaona pia wale wafanyabiashara wa mituba bado wanalia. This is not addressing the issue. Generally, if you look at William Samoei Ruto's cabinet, it is incompetent, totally incompetent. And I think this is the most incompetent cabinet ever seen since independence. We cannot compare this cabinet with Jomo Kenyatta's first cabinet. Ile ambayo ilikuwa ni watu ambao walichapa kazi, akina Ogiga Odinga, akina Mwai Kibaki, akina Tom Mboya, walichapa kazi kabisa na matunda yao tunaona mpaka sasa. Again, when you look at Mwai Kibaki had also a very competent cabinet. And even Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta cannot be left out, kwa sababu tuliona watu kama Matiang'i, Jomo Shero, the guys who knew what they were doing. People like now, when you look at the CS education, the late guy who was working very hard, Makoha, George Makoha, was just focused. And the problem with William Samoei Ruto's cabinet is that he went for loyalty. William Samoei Ruto is after loyalty instead of competence. And he is there to reward loyalty. And the nation suffers a lot wakati ambapo tunapata siasa zikiigizwa kwenye masuala ya uongozi, masuala ya the cabinet, baraza la mawaziri, badala ya kutafuta watu ambao wanafanya kazi. Sometimes it is even good to forget some of the differences that are there. Because what you see, what we find in the cabinet is failure of policy application. When look again at everywhere, if you look at, for instance, the Kenya foreign policy, it is not even clear what should be done and how it should be done when it comes to dealing with the foreign matters. And ukitazama vizuri sana utaona kwamba ni baraza la mawaziri ambao tunaweza kusema ni bububu ambalo haliwezi kukua na mavijana ambao wanaweza kufanya kazi kama Matiang'i. And I believe it is high time that William Samoei Ruto dissolve his cabinet and appoint a competent cabinet Go for meritocracy, not loyalty. Go for competence, not the choir singers who want to sing to the king so that they can be rewarded. Go for integrity, because that is what we should do, other than having an incompetent cabinet and lamenting all the time. I know it's just a matter of time before Ababu Namwamba is kicked out, but William Ruto should take this chance and reshuffle his cabinet and do away with almost all his cabinet. I don't know what you think from where you are. This is my take, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, let us interact with the comment section. Remember to like this video, and if you've never subscribed to our channel, kindly take that 1 minute and subscribe to our channel, and may you have a lovely night. Bye bye.